Hey everybody, it's Anna. Time for the Thursday card in this week's tarot story. So today we have the 10 of Cups reversed. So the tarot, the suits are based on a 10 card trajectory, which means the number 10 is about completion. It's about crossing the finish line and sort of celebrating what you've accomplished. Cups are connected to the heart, so they're about following your intuition, as well as emotional connection and feeling emotionally fulfilled. So it's about feeling in relationship in the world in a way that feels really authentic and vulnerable and open. So when this card is upright, it suggests that we have completed our heart's work for this trajectory, and now the whole world around us is benefiting. So we actually got a family here. They're embracing, they're dancing, and there's a real sense of celebration. Their hearts are open and connected. And this reminds us that the work we are doing, whatever it looks like, at its completion, it becomes public domain. It becomes something that affects everyone around us. And that's the purpose of it. Even though a lot of times our work, if we're creative intuitives, is very self-referential in the journey, at some point suddenly it expands and we realize that after all, we were serving other people just in a very particular way, right? So when the card is upright, we are able to fully see and enjoy the fact that other people are now glowing, basking in the glow of our heart's openness, and their hearts are opening, and it's a lovely moment of community. This card came to us reversed, and that often suggests to me that we want to make sure that we don't get too caught up in what we think this is supposed to look like. So creative intuitives often experience themselves as non-tribal people. And if you don't feel like you fit into the world, that you're probably a non-tribal person. If you don't feel like you fit in and you've tried, you really try, you've worked at it for a long time, right? You're probably a non-tribal person. All of my clients who come to me tend to be, they're all non-tribal people. And that's because we live in a world that's sort of set up for tribal people. That's what the systems and the structures are set up as. And not that tribal people have it easy. I'm not saying there's challenges to every life, but the world around them fits them more comfortably than it does us, non-tribal people. And so we're also, all the images we're given for community and family look a certain way. So most of us spend our lives, at least the early part of our lives, trying to somehow match the systems we are given or the images we are given, which don't really match us energetically. We do that, or we deny them. I'm a loner, I'm a lone wolf, I'm never going to have this, because we realize we can't have that image of something. So either one of those things, whether you try to adapt to it or you reject it altogether, there's a limitation to that image of what things are supposed to look like. The reversal here tells me that we need to be open to the fact that connection and community might look different, and probably does look different based on who we are. So it may not look like this, like nuclear family, right? We got a mom and a dad and children. It may not look like that. It may not look like a church. It may not look like a school. It may not look like the structures that are currently in the world. They may not be where the 10 happens for us. But the 10 is still happening. It's just happening in a different way. So we want to, and the challenge is when we are told for a good portion of our lives that we need to be a certain way, what that internalizes as something is wrong with us, right? Something is wrong with you. Why can't you fit in, right? And so when we feel like something's wrong with us, that's painful, and the heart begins to close itself down. It begins to protect itself from all of that pain. So we have to unlearn the story that something's wrong with us. Recognize that this not fitting in is the asset to the way our gift comes into the world. So we want to release that pain so the heart is free. The heart is free to be itself. It doesn't matter what it looks like in the world. The heart is free to be itself and to work its magic. And that magic is definitely going to go into the world as power and purpose. And we want to trust it. So we want to figure out where the pain points are and release them so we can complete the trajectory of the heart and let it be the vortex of beauty and power and love that it is. See you tomorrow for our last card. Bye.